fourth section of your choreography is the hip and roar. First thing we're going to do is break down the hip movement. Take a stance about twice as wide as your shoulders. If you're really tall, a bigger stance than mine, because I'm only 5'3", bend the knees, and the hands just stay in that puppy dog position that you had from the prep. We're going to go to the right, left, right, left, right, left. 3 times. Now you're going to say the words. Right hip, right hip, right hip. Now notice that I'm way over on the right-hand side. You're going to start in the middle, move a little bit to the right, come back, move more to the right, come back, move way to the right, and come back. This will get you ready for the next move, which is in, out. Let's do the hip with the end of your last section. Stomp and shoulder and prep. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. Okay? Let's do that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. Let's add on. Tuck it all in. Out. No disco fingers on the out. It's a totally different dance if you do that. If anything, a snap hand. In, out. You don't have to be high or far over. It's very, very fast. You just tuck in, reach out, and automatically land on that left leg. Let's put that together, because that transition can be a little tricky. From stomp, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. In, out. Land on the left leg. 2 times, left hip, left hip, left hip. Bring it in. We're going to pause there. Alright, so from your in, out, you can't linger there for a long time, because you very quickly have to go into that left hip. So it's like someone is pulling your leg and brings you down to that left side. Now I want you to take note. We did 3 hips to the right and 2 hips to the left. This is going to matter in the next section. From the transition of the last section, stomp and shoulders and prep. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. In, out, left hip, in. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Roar! Alright, so the hands come out, leg comes up, gotta be big. Let's put it together up until the roar. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. In, out, left hip, in, and roar. Moving on from here, bring the hands out of the picture for a second. Right leg is up. Now, if you're doing the dance with me, I know that my behind is facing you, and I told you in zombie practice to not show the audience. Your audience is here. Just to remind you. So you want to make sure that you're showing them that there's no hole in your pants. Audience can see this way. Right leg is up. We're going to take 2 walks. Walk, walk. Now you're going to do a roar turn. Step on the right and pick up the left. That's a roar turn. We're going to go again from in and roar. Walk, walk, roar, turn. 2 more. Roar, turn. 1 more. Roar, turn. Okay, so now we're going to do the hands with our walk and roar turn, starting from in, out. We go in, out to the left. Left hip, bring it in, and roar. Say walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn, roar, turn. Notice we did 3 roar turns to the right and 3 hips to the right. From here, you're going to go the other way. 2 walks again. Walk, walk. Now we did 2 left hip, so you're going to do 2 roar turn to the left. Roar, turn, and roar, turn. Let's put that together from stomp, shoulder, prep. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's stomp and shoulders and prep of right hip, right hip, right hip. In, out, left hip, walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn, roar, turn, walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn. And I gotta add on, just so you're not losing your balance. Jump and land, circle. Alright? So you just place your feet, make sure you're in a wide stance, bend the knees, jump and land. Arms go to the left, to the ceiling, to the right, and down. But it's really fast. You don't try to be like sunshine. No, circle, 1 count. All of that together from the end of section 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp and shoulders and prep. Oh, right, hip, right, hip, right, hip. In, out, left, hip, in and roar. Walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn, roar, turn. Walk, walk, roar, turn, jump and land, circle. From there, you are almost done. Section 4. Jump and land, circle. Now that circle is so powerful that it takes your arms down to the floor. You go shake it down and shake it up, shake it down and shake it up. So again, just like those car wash spaghetti arms you did in the practice, blah, 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 arms down, up, down, up. The crazier and more ridiculous and unhuman it looks, the better it is. You just did your last roar turn. Jump and land, circle. Shake it and upper and shake it and upper. So I know the words make no sense, but they give you the tempo of the movement. We're going to put all of that together from lead in from section 3. 5, 6, left leg goes, stomp and shoulders and prep. Oh, right, hip, right, hip, right, hip, in, out, left, hip, in and roar. Say walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn, walk, walk, roar, turn, jump and land, circle, shake it and upper and shake it and upper. Alright, we're going to finish this off. The last 8 counts. Remember the sumo stance from your practice? Come down really low, bend the knees, make sure you're in a wide stance, hands on the thighs. Your left leg is going to take 3 steps to have you end facing away from your television. Left leg stepping, stomp, stomp, stomp. Now you're going to look over your left shoulder, look. Last 4 counts, walk away from your television, so I'm walking with you. Step on the left, the right, left, and turn the same way you just looked, to the left. Now let's talk about the last 8 counts a little bit more. We just did shake it and upper, and a shake it and upper. 3 stomps, pivot around your right leg. Here's how you remember which leg does the walking and the starting. Remember when you were upright, it was always the right leg. When you're down low, it's always the left leg. So the left leg does the stomping 3 times. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Now how do you know which side to look? Remember when you did your clap and slide? Which way did we look? To the left. Every head movement in the Thriller choreography is to the left. So when you're down here, look left. And again, you're down low, so the first leg you're going to step on is your left. Then right, then left. You turn in the direction you looked, your left. Again, turn to the left. Now that turn doesn't have to be too dancer fancy. It doesn't have to be this like, pirouette thing. You just have to pivot your body and be able to walk on your right leg. Okay? So don't worry if you're not getting everything right away. Do it a few times. Practice it. It'll come. Again, if you make a mistake, zombie it up. No one will notice. We're going to put the whole section together now. Starting from your lead-in, you just did slide, slide, slide. Here we go. Stomp and shoulders and prep. Right hip, right hip, right hip, in, out. Say left hip, in, and roar. walk, walk, roar, turn, roar, turn, roar, turn, walk, walk, roar, turn, jump and land, circle, shake it and a uppa and a shake it and a uppa, stomp, 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 look left, left, right, left, and turn.